Tetris. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of chocolate dice. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally pop off, they'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
Yeah. Sound like some superheroes. Some black superheroes. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
You need a role like me. Military mind stated, and I keep in a degree. You can label me a Huey P. Made a martyr out of Martin, out of Malcolm, out of Mega. I refuse to let these dirty devils make Michael a beggar. A hero CEO, I will go Magneto for my people. Give me liberty or death, that is my credo, not my ego. Dressed in a tuxedo, into party, alter ego. Killed your leader in gazebo, did it for the people. Love what motivated, I did not do it for hatred. But I truly hate the devil, I cannot debate or fake it. I was asked a question and the asker thought it hard. If I was facing death and I could ask one thing of God, I would ask for every to be free here and abroad. And to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God. And to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God.
Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Our own kind took nip from us. Money still reading God we trust. Truthfully we envy, so why we so envious? And why our own kind envy us? Rock said it's hard, but we gotta keep our head up. Going even though we know fed up. It's hell attention, cause we ain't careful where we all pay attention. I need all my real soldiers on the front line, fighting for the right just one time. So unstoppable together at the same time, with the same mind. Yeah, we're born to be high and gone.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. For the chance to head to Arizona in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 57, we are underway now in the NFC Championship. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Right is Lance.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Justin Jefferson from 19 yards away. And the Cowboys have struck first in this NFC title game.
Extra point by Moore, and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Here's Lance.
Got a man, that's Richie James. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13.
Now a play fake. Lance sliding out of the pocket. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
He's got a man, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And in the run-up to this championship game, so much was made about how would this offense hold up on the road in a hostile environment. Well, that's not the definitive answer, but what a great first answer from them. That big play right there.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The kick by Gold is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They go play action with Burrow. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, Burrow. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Burrow going for it on 4th. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Marr now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, a 14-3 ball game. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Lance on the option right. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lance. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Lance looking to throw it. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they've picked him off already in this opening half.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 1, ready?
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. inside give to Elliott. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Here we go.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. And they go play action now. Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
I'm one. Ready?
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. Open man layup. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 52 yards. And the Cowboys continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Taking a shot for Samuel. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Giants. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Burrow will throw, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now Burrow on first down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Here we go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Burrow looking to pass.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 44-yard line. Now it's Burrow. And he'll go right back to Lamb. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts.
Here we go.
As they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 2nd and inches, Burrow. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here we go.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This one fielded at the 5. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
What a way to start the second half. These guys are showing no signs of letting up. They have a chance to take a decided advantage with this possession.
And they'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
11.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow able to hit his target Lamb. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Touchdown, Cowboys! Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They run with McCaffrey off the option. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A little do-it-yourself run right there. And a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jamar Chase, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
11 empty.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. But, Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders. And I love watching them make plays, and you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is when it matters most.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Lance to throw it. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a third down gain of 4.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a second interception of the ball game.
And partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
We're in the 3rd quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Play action. It's Burrow. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Justin Jefferson saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you can bet that they are starting to sense it now. That George Halas trophy nearly theirs. Their spot as NFC champions oh so close as they try to finish this one off. Now on 2nd and 13. Burrow going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. He's going to go up top again. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. 1st down, here's Mitchell. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. To throw, it's Lance. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Here we go with McCaffrey. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And that will force a turnover on downs. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Burrow on play action. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Justin Jefferson, 36 yards. And the Cowboys are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Oren Burks.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a combination common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate. It was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Here we go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Elliott going to bite off about 7 on that one. A good run on first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Now Burrow loses the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. He's at the 50. The 30, 10, 5, and it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the two of us, we thought this was over before. I believe now it's really over.
And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So a big play there, not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the two-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I'll guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for 2. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25. And they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Brian Burns in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant. He'll get it inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Maher on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said,
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Game time. Run it up.